Dark Side of the Mo, welcome in. Welcome to those of you who are on YouTube. Magali, welcome in. Magali, you're early. Barbie, welcome in. Oops. Guys, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'll let you guys enjoy the Christmas music. I'm trying to do some last minute things. Liz, welcome in. Bree, welcome in. Liz, you get your Gregorian chant back. Bree, welcome in. Bree, how are you doing? Yeah, we found a different background too. Looks like YouTube picked up on the algorithm. Kicked the algorithm into gear. Guys, today was a long day. And I'm just getting to finishing our project.
The longest day is a 1962 American epic war film based on Cornelius Ryan's 1959 non-fiction book of the same name about the D-Day.
Hey Siri, turn off. Siri is acting really weird. I don't know what's going on with her. I had a training today, which was, I don't know, I think it's because there was a lot of people, or there's a lot of humans, a lot of adults in one room, and I came home tired. So I took a nap. I took a little bit longer nap than usual. And so I had to get things put together at the last minute, which I don't like to do. But we'll be good. Let me put this stuff over here. We'll begin in a couple of minutes, everyone. We're just waiting for 10 minutes after the hour or 20 people in the room. Samantha, welcome in. Welcome to those of you who are on YouTube. Hope everybody's doing good today. How is the weather for everybody right now? We're supposed to be getting rain again soon. Next, or tomorrow, I think. Liz, it's cold? Oh, okay, nice. I know, what is it right now? We turned on the heater yesterday last night for the first time. Because I think the cats, I always forget that the cats' paws get cold when it's cold outside. So we had to turn the heater on for them. It's 52 degrees right now here, so. We're still doing pretty good, not cold enough. Amber UGC, it's cold over there. Hope everybody's doing okay. We'll begin in a couple of minutes. Just waiting for the room. 20 people in the room, or 10 minutes, which is almost 10 minutes after the hour. 38 degrees in New Jersey. Nice. Well, what's the day temperature, Brie? Hope everybody's doing good. It's been raining cats and dogs. Oh, the last few days? Nice. Yeah, we're waiting for a big storm. Let's see what it says here. Oh, 47 degrees in New Jersey. That's nice, Brie. I'm super jealous. Yeah, tomorrow is supposed to be 95% chance of rain. And it's supposed to start 1 p.m. Oh, in the afternoon. So we'll probably get it by like 5 or 6. Oh, hey, Dennis, welcome in. Dennis Lackus, welcome in. Hope you're doing better. You have a flu or stomach flu? Bree, you know what's funny is a couple of years ago, I would say maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, it got down to a point where it snowed, like it snowed for a good afternoon. So I would say probably 28, 29, which was really interesting. I think it was back like in 22 or 23. Hey Layla, welcome in. Norfolk, Virginia, welcome in, Layla. Yeah, that's like the coldest. And that's usually like by like January or February. Yeah, it is. We don't know what to do with ourselves here when that happens. Like what? Everybody starts filming. The world stands still for a moment. Alrighty, everybody. Let's go ahead and begin. It is Project Wednesday. We're still trying to get a couple of things in order here. But today we're going to be making, yesterday we showed you our wreath. We did add a little surprise to it. We found this little elf, a little elf template that we're going to be using. I quickly put them together so that we can enjoy him. You guys can decide what it is you're going to do. Isn't that cute? We love it. I wanted to use glitter, but I put them together. I had to assemble them last minute. So, hey, Prince Hairflip, welcome in. Prince Hairflip, we missed you. We haven't seen you. Maria, welcome in. So we will be making a little wreath with little elf. So I want you guys to think about your color combinations. Remember that we have acrylics. We do have metallic acrylics, so we can use this gold, the silver, or the pink to spray down the wreath, or we could go for a natural brown. We do have the glitter. Maria, the glitter came today. Maria got us this glitter. Isn't that a gorgeous color? He may want a foil glitter hat. Oh, that would be really pretty. I think all silver. I was thinking all silver. Isn't that a beautiful blue? And most of all, I love this little top here because there's a little spoon. There's the spoon part, or there's the part where you can spread it. It's almost like a ingredient. Isn't that fun? Silver would be really pretty. Wouldn't that be really pretty, guys? I think so too. I think so too. With the little pops of color for the light. It's going to be really pretty. Mm-hmm. can't stay up past 9 these days. Oh no, Prince Hair Flip. Is it because the sun is going down quicker? So let's put our little model up there. Our little elf. Our own very little elf on the shelf. Oh, the weather, yeah. Yeah, Liz, me too. Prince Hair Flip. Today was definitely one of those days. I was at a training today, so we got an hour lunch. And I went in my car today to take a nap. That's how tired I was. But we're glad you're here, Prince Hair Flip. Welcome back. Let's pour some tea. The tea is back. We brought back our Mrs. Potts teapot. And luckily, we haven't missed the pour. So the tea, nice and hot. So we're gonna put this right over here. We did go to the library today. Maybe it's because I'm getting older, almost and slowly decaying. Liz, I love it. Guys, I think I told you this yesterday, but I bought lavender syrup to go with that. Between ornaments on fire and potential liquid lamp This is nervous. I know, right? Samantha, anything can go wrong. But luckily, it hasn't. All right, so today I went to the library. I turned in a whole bunch of books. I got us all new fresh titles. All new fresh titles. Yeah, Prince Hair Flip, lavender syrup, really good. It gives it just a tinge of good sweet to it without it being overwhelming. But let me get the books because I left them at the front of the, and I have this really cool book that I found. I want to show you guys. You know, at Live, we love our anthology books. You know, at this Live, we love our anthology books. We love to stick with the theme at the beginning, and we found a really cool one, which I did not know exists. Jan Brett's Animal Treasury. Jan Brett, Animal Treasury. We love a good Jan Brett. We love, right, Samantha? We love Christmas time. She's got all the fun Christmas books. So get ready. I remember over at the Fontana Library, the other one. I did, Maria. She's not coming to California, too. Isn't that crazy? She's not coming to any of the major cities. New York, Florida. I didn't see Florida in there. I didn't see California. I thought, hey, what's going on here? And then I saw somebody comment that she wasn't coming to the little cities as well. So it was like, oh, little towns. So we're going to start with a good Jan Brett. We're going to start with a good Jan Brett. We're not going to start in order this time. We're going to do a Christmassy one. Since it is Project Wednesday, we want to do 3 snow bears. 3 snow bears. And the thing we love about a good Jan Brett are all the details in the story. Jan Brett, when it comes to details, she doesn't mess around. Jan Brett, when it comes to stories and details, she does not mess around. So she's got wolves. She's even got these like snow bears all decorated in sweaters, these woolly sweaters. We don't just get a sweater. She does, huh, Maria? She puts out a lot of these stories though. And we get these very intricate patterned sweaters here. Yeah, really cute. This one's called the Snow Bear, the 3 Snow Bears. And you've got the snow there. You got, look at there's an Eskimo there. wolves, a pack of wolves in the background. Come back! Ulkai shouted as her huskies floated out to sea. Oh no! She knew that although an ice floe is a good place to fish, it is a bad place to lose a dog team. Isn't it fun, Prince Rupert? She started in 1978, so I bet. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Thanks for looking that up because I was wondering how long. She spent a lot of time on these. Not far away, a snowy bear family had just started to eat their breakfast, but it was way too hot for Baby Bear. Okay, so a lot of details already have come up. So the story already began with this picture here. So this Eskimo, is fishing, and then this ice breaks away and takes the pack of wolves away. But we have to look at the side pictures here. So it looks like there's little igloos. And then we see the pack of wolves floating away. And then this one there's 3 bears there. Oh, there's some seals looking at, oh no, they look like seals. And this one seal is picking them up. Isn't that pretty? Owie, yowled Baby Bear. My breakfast burnt my mouth. Well, go for a stroll and let the soup cool, Mama Bear said. Yay! Thank you so much for reaching out. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So it looks like these bears are getting ready for their day. Oh, okay. So while this is happening, you've got some crows there. You've got these bears actively going about their day. And you got some penguin or crows. Looks like crows or penguins maybe. Alright, it's got a good crinkle to it. Alukai was running along looking for her dogs when she came upon the biggest igloo she had ever seen. Who lives here, she wondered. Oh, okay, so while she's looking for her, she's trying to catch that igloo or the iceberg that broke away with her pack of wolves. She comes across this igloo. There are her dogs floating away. When bears walk upright, it scares me. Yes, very intimidating, huh, Prince Hairflip? And so there are the bears. There's like looks like a little statue of a penguin. Alukai ducked inside. Right away, she smelled something delicious. Across the room, she saw a big bowl, a middle-sized bowl, and a small bowl. Surely the good smell was coming from the 3 bowls. Okay, so never mind that her pack of dogs are floating away. She goes inside of an igloo and she sees some bowls of soup. A big, a middle, and a small. And I think the bears are the ones that are going to see the pack of wolves floating away on the walrus. Those poor dogs. Alukai took a sip from the biggest bowl. Ow, she cried. Too hot. She took a sip from the middle-sized bowl. Ew, too cold. She tipped up the littlest bowl and drank every drop. She said, not too hot and not too cold. There she is drinking from the bowl. Look at these details, guys. Look at her her outfit. Jan Bear probably did a lot of research on what they would be wearing and what it would look like. It's very custom too. They're the bears. They're taking off their, looks like they're taking off their sweaters. They're probably going to jump inside the water. Here's the bowls of soup. Yes, very Goldilocks-esque. Oh, and there they are jumping in the water. I think they're going to go save the wolves. In the next room, Alukai spotted 3 pairs of beautiful boots standing in a row. She put on the biggest boot. Too big, she said. She put on the middle-sized boot. Too fancy, she said. And she put on the littlest pair. Just right, she said, wiggling her toes in the soft fur lining. Guys, doesn't that sound really good? Yeah, so they're the 3 bears. This is what they're doing. While Alukai is trying on their shoes. And she sees the baby bear shoes and they're really comfortable because they have a fur lining inside. Doesn't that sound really cozy? The little details of the rabbits holding up the picture. Alukai walked into the last room and found a long sleeping bench piled high with 4 covers. Heat from an oil lamp warmed her cheeks and made her sleepy. Time for a nap, she thought. She crawled under the highest mound of covers. Too lumpy, she grumbled. She tried the middle bed with the furry fringe cover, but sank down so that she could hardly breathe. Too soft, she said. She rolled over into the smallest sleeping place. The furry blanket was cozy and warm, and the pillow was just her size. Just right, Alukai mumbled, and was asleep before she could take off her boots. So they're the bears. They're rescuing the wolves. And then here she is. She finds the most comfortable bed of all, which is baby bears. That does look really comfortable. And before you know it, she's knocked out. And there's the bears rescuing the dogs. And look at how regal these deers look with their clothes on, their sweaters. Jan Brett, she doesn't miss any detail. Or she doesn't give us anything without detail. If Alukai hadn't fallen fast asleep, she might have heard her dogs barking happily. Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear had spotted them adrift in the strong current and gone out to save them. The Snow Bear family was pushing Alukai's dog team back toward their igloo for safety. Thank you so much for the follow, Ugly Duckling. Really appreciate that. Welcome in. So they rescued the snow dogs. The bear family, they did all the hard work. They rescued the snow dogs, and there's Alukai. She's just kicking it in the igloos. There's the inside. Papa Bear crawled into the igloo and saw his big bowl sitting in a pool of spilled soup. Someone has been tasting my soup, he roared. Mama Bear rushed in and saw that her soup had been sloshed around too. Someone has been sipping my soup, she growled. Someone found my soup, sputtered Baby Bear in her high, squeaky voice, and they ate it all up. So they're the dogs. They're all happy, the sled dogs. And the bears have finally noticed that somebody's inside their igloo. And there's the bears there, or the dogs, getting back to their senses. Papa Bear ran into the next room and saw his boots in the middle of the floor. Someone has been trying my boots, he boomed in his big bear voice. Mama Bear put on her fancy boots. Someone has had these boots on, she huffed, and the fur is all bunched up. Baby Bear saw that her boots had disappeared. Someone has taken my boots and left behind these not so good ones, she wailed. Alukai, she took those boots. She does not miss an opportunity for a good pair of boots. Alukai. So there they are, sniffing the boots away. And the dogs are out there lying, just waiting. The bears ran into their bedroom. Someone has been sleeping in my bed, Papa Bear bellowed. Someone has been sleeping in my bed too, Mama Bear cried. Baby Bear peeked at her little bed and squeaked. Someone has been sleeping in my bed, and here she is. So they're all freaked out because the beds have been sleeping in it. And then there's Alukai. She's knocked out. Yeah, we love a good boot. Definitely love having a good boot. Especially when it's fur-lined inside. Alukai opened her eyes and saw three bear noses only inches away. So she wakes up. Look at Baby Bear. He's like, huh? And there's the mom and dad bear. But look at those sweaters, though. Aren't those gorgeous sweaters? It really does fit. Like, you know those bears are warm in those sweaters. Especially in that weather. The attention to detail. And there you have one of the sled dogs sleeping. Doesn't it think that's what? She hopped out of bed and dove between Papa Bear's legs. Papa Bear's big furry legs. Look at her dodging out. And they're like, what? She's getting out of there. She knows she got caught, but she is afraid. Look at the details of those clothes. Those are so pretty. The pictures. Quicker than a seal, Alukai ran from room to room until she burst outside. Her huskies bounced around, barking and smiling their doggy grins. Oh, so she found the dogs. This is probably Mama Bear. She doesn't look too upset. And there's Papa Bear. Sees what's going on. Alukai and her dogs flew over the frozen ice, dodging ridges and cracks. She looked back to wave a thank you to the snowy bears. She couldn't see them, but she heard a big gruff voice, a middle-sized voice, and a high squeaky voice calling to her. So there she is. She's got her sled dogs back. That's a good interpretation, especially for Eskimo culture. And they were all saying bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. The end. Jan Brett's Animal Treasury. A good way to start Project Wednesday. A good way to start Project Wednesday, especially with the Jan Brett. You're going to get a lot of detail. You're going to get a lot of story. You're going to get a lot. All right, in the comment section, let's see what we give Miss Jan Brett. Do we give her a 10? I'm going to give Jan Brett a 10. You can never not read a Jan Brett's book and not, yeah, you guys are definitely fedless. And not give it a 10. And not give it a 10. Bree agrees, 10. Prince Airflip agrees, Samantha, 10. You can't. You just can't. All right, let's go ahead. Oh, let's tap for 1 minute. Hey Siri, set the timer for 1 minute.
1 minute, starting now.
Magali 10, Wild Faith 10, Liz Diaz 10 for the illustrations. Too much on my mind to follow the storyline. Maria is basically the Three Bears, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. But you're right. Sometimes my mind, my ADD brain is already thinking 10 steps ahead while I'm reading the book, planning things out. All right. Today is Project Wednesday. Today we are making our Christmas wreath. Super fun project. This is going to be really cute. It's going to be really cute. All right, so we're going to put that up here. First things first. Hey Siri, turn off. Yes, gotta love the glitter. Got to love the glitter. Hey Siri, turn off. Siri, she's going crazy. Making things up she shouldn't. Okay, so let's take out the materials first. We have a lot of little materials, a lot of little details for this wreath. We're going to assemble it first. All right. Yeah, this is going to be really fun, Maria. You're going to really like this one. We need to decide on the color scheme. Wild Faith. You know why? Because when I looked at, I saw Cassie. Oh, I know, Maria. I saw that too. Yeah, she is malfunctioning everywhere. I think her job is threatened with AI, which I'm hoping it happens soon. Yeah, Maria, I was looking at it too. I thought this is really cute. I really love her ideas. Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Liz, what color are we going to use? What color scheme are we using? So we do have acrylics. Let me show you the acrylics that we have. We got the gold. We have the silver. And then we have the pink. Silver. Are you guys thinking silver too? I think we're aiming towards an icy, silvery craft. Are you guys feeling the same thing? I think you guys are feeling the same thing. Think silver? Prince Starflip, what color were you thinking? You can build off of it, silver. Okay. Yeah, we kind of want, we want a good silver shimmer like this. Something icy like this. These blues and silvers. Yes, and a blue chunky. And like a silver, icy silver shimmer like this. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's paint this first. That way we can give it, a wintry wreath. That way we give it an opportunity to dry. So let me put, and then we do have, we've got silver and white and gold presents that we can use to wrap. We also have these blue, we have this blue one too. A splotch of red. Or maybe a red chunky. Okay. Alright. Let me figure out what's the best way to spray this down. Because I want to do the spray first. Silvers and blues and whites. Yes, and we can use this. How are we showing the picture? We haven't had a chance. Billy Cody, we'll do it tomorrow because we're running just a little bit late. But we will show the pictures tomorrow. Oops. All right, let me go ahead and yeah, it does have a little bit of chunk in it. It is a little bit bigger. But I love it though. It reminds me, look at the little spoon there. All right. Let me bring out the trash. Sorry about that, guys. Let me get this organized here. I was trying to look for a paper. Here we go. Looking for a paper so that we could spray and then set it down. Get out a lot. Hey, Whitney, welcome back. Yes, glitter in a seasoning container. Okay, I'm gonna spray this just off. Because of the fumes. I know, with this spray paint. We are a flammable set. So we have to do this away from the camera because we've got our candle going on over there. So. Oh, hey, Georgia Peach, welcome in. What were we saying about the crowd? Oh, Wild Faith, yes. I'm sorry, I totally averted that. I saw the ones from last year, and I thought we had done a good job, but I was looking at them thinking, no, we definitely need to do an upgrade. Okay, so this is the original wood look, but guys, look at after we've sprayed it. Isn't that gorgeous? That is such a cool acrylic. We love our cool acrylic paints. Doesn't that come out really nice? Such a big difference. Okay, so we're gonna lay that here. A really big difference. Then, okay, let's decide on the presents. Do we want to do a combination of white and silver presents with an icy blue? Maybe one of each? Oh, he's asleep right now? Oh, good. Should we do all three? Okay, we're gonna pick one present each. Do we want to do the same that we did here with the three, or should we put them randomly around the wreath? Or maybe at the top? Randomly around? Okay. Let's fire up the glue gun at the top randomly. Let's see what everybody is thinking. Let me fire up the glue gun here. Let's turn it on. Randomly. Let me wait for the glue gun to turn on. What we should do actually is, let's wait for that. What we should do is we should put the glitter on. We need to put the glitter on first because we need to apply everything after that. We gotta put this on. So the most important part. So we have our blues. We have our silvers. Look at that shimmer on that one. I think this is a good one here. It looks very wintry. And then Let me find the light blue one. Any chunky silver? Oh, okay. Do all of them, Brian? Okay. We're gonna layer it. We're gonna layer it. Okay, we're gonna do a chunky first. We're gonna do a chunky first, and then we're gonna do all the chemicals. All the chemicals, all the flammable chemicals you can think of, we have it. Oops. Okay. We're gonna add the seasonings. The seasonings. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are very biohazard. We're very OSHA. OSHA would not want to see us coming. Guys, look at how pretty that is. Let's dust it just a little bit. Isn't that glorious? Georgia Peach, I am. So we did a silver acrylic, and then we did that icy. Look at that icy color. On YouTube, it looks really interesting. You can't really see the different colors from it. Let me bring it back just a little bit. Oh yeah, see how that color changes? The farther away you get the different colors. Yes, definitely an icicle color. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. All right, let's go ahead. We're gonna get some dusty blue. Isn't it pretty, Printer? Thank you. We're gonna get some dusty blue. We're gonna put some dusty blue on it. We're gonna apply some dusty blue. Just a little bit. We're not gonna put too much glue on it because it's gonna take away the shine. But we're gonna put this. We're gonna apply some of this icy blue on it. Your guys is gonna be really pretty. It's gonna be really pretty. I get excited when you guys have come up with a new color to apply. So not only do we have that iciness, we do have like a blue hue to it. Right, Maria? She would. She would, huh? Right? So pretty. And then we're gonna put in little pops of purple in it. Just a little bit, not a lot. We're gonna add some of Maria's magic potion that she sent us. All the way for the Virginia Islands. some magic potion. Let's make sure we get. Actually, I kind of like the way these containers are, because those ones aren't very disposable friendly. Let's put in a little bit of pop of color there. Oh, it is chunky, Maria. Yeah. I'm just gonna put in a little bit of spots on it. Yeah, it is chunky, Maria. You can see it. That's really cute. I really love that. That came out really cute. Didn't that add? That just added to it. Doesn't it? Looks very expensive. We love glitter. That's why we love it. And then look at the little trash heap of glitter that we made here. A little dusty trail. A little dusty trail. It's so pretty. Let me mix it. Put it in there. Let's count this. Crate and Barrel Who, right? We're gonna create our own line of decorations. All right, now we're ready for the lights. Oh, that would be a good idea, Princessa. That would be a really or you could probably, I could probably go to Michael's. They usually have like those little containers. You know those little like glass containers with a lid on top? That's a really good idea. I think I'm gonna look into that. Or online, I'm gonna look into that. You could put them in the window. Or a Ziploc bag, yes. I agree. Okay, so now we're gonna take this off. This looks really cool when you unravel it. But they have it taped down really good, so we gotta get the tape on. Oh, that would be a lot of fun, huh? Georgia Peach. All right, now we're gonna unravel. Guys, these are only like $2.99 at Michael's right now. You could probably find them cheaper too if you purchase them online, because then you get that coupon. Look at how cute that is. Make a really pretty necklace. Or a bracelet, maybe. All right. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it and we're gonna wrap it around and then seal it. Oh, did you, Liz? Yeah. Hey, Morgan, welcome in. Morgan, we're making a Christmas wreath with Elf. This is the model. But let me show you what the East Coast has come up with. How much does it usually cost to make one decoration? Look at it. This is what the East Coast is coming up with. I would say Georgia Peach, depending. I would say about under $10. Because if you're gonna do it just for one, like I usually buy a set of 3, because I do the model. And then depending on the depending on what the craft is, sometimes it's just paper, a template. Yeah, like these little wreaths were like $4. But then you get like a percentage off. A good time, like right now, if you go inside Michael's, they have all the Halloween stuff, like yes, and pounds of glitter. They have all of the Halloween stuff like 70% off. So I found some things for next year that I was saving. So what I'm doing is I'm just wrapping this light around. And there's already a natural stickiness to it. Guys, look at how cute that is. Sometimes that's really cute. Look at your guys' is really cute. Glitter, little lights. You guys are doing a really good job. You guys are doing a really good job. Okay, now we're gonna apply. We're gonna apply the little gifts. We're gonna apply the little gifts around the Christmas wreath. The silver does make everything pop. You're right, Liz. That one didn't stick too well. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me, Elizabeth, right? Especially, well, we have a really good community. You have to give a lot of credit to the community that we've built. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. Okay, here are the gifts. There's the little blue one. And the little white, silver one, and then the white. And then we'll put the little elf in between there. Let me lock this one down. Let's lock it down. Yeah, you guys picked really good colors. And then when we zoom out on that, you get those little pops there. I'm thinking of adding one more little present right here. Just because I feel it's off a little. Let's add a gold one. Or a pink. No, let's do a pink. Mm-hmm. Right, Samantha? It's so pretty. Homemade ornaments are the best. You know which ones I love too are those glass ones. The glass ones. They look like antique, like glass blown. Those are so pretty. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the little presents. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's gonna be really fun. Guys, look at how cute that is. Isn't that the best? Oh, did you out of ribbon? Oh, that's pretty. Nebula, welcome in. All right, let's go ahead and set this aside for now. We're gonna let this dry. We're gonna let that dry, and then we're gonna do the elf next. Now, I used basic colors, but doesn't mean that we can't not use glitter for our little elf. So we're gonna lay that right on top of there. It's so pretty. That came out really good. I agree. Came out really good. Mm-hmm. Prince Hair Flip, I agree. So here's the little template. I actually got this little template off of Teacher Pay Teachers because I couldn't find anything online that was free. These are only like this was like $1.50. It's the teacher that has all the templates. Okay, let's decide the color. What color pattern do we want? Lindsay, yeah, a lot of fun. Nebula, maybe a blue, silver, and white elf with a red hat. Okay. So let's do, how about we do a blue center and make this silver? Give them some silver stockings. We could do this silver, a blue, a silver, or colors of the presents. Yeah, I think we're good covered with the silver and the blue. Okay. Let us try to figure out what's the best way to do this. I'm trying to stay away from using the actual glue because it takes a long time for it to dry. But I think if we spray it and then glitter it, we should be good. We should be good. But let me see how I want to do this first. This one's going to be a little bit tricky. Maybe we should use the glue though. I think we should use the clear glue. We're going to use this because that gives us an opportunity to section it off because we're going to have a lot of colors here. Yeah. Let me poke the holes. Because we have to poke the holes for the... We're going to poke the little holes. And then we're going to use these little star brads. Those are the little brads that we're going to use to tie it all together. Put that there. All right. What did we say for this one? Is this, yeah, this is going to be the light blue, right? And then the silver, and then the legs are going to be silver. blue? Okay. Yeah, blue, okay. Yeah. We're gonna apply the adhesive. Applying the adhesive. And now we're gonna apply. Oh, thank you so much, Nebula. I appreciate that. Yeah, some brush glue. I agree. I know, because it's sticky. Nebula, I appreciate that because I don't know. I just, we've been doing this, but it just doesn't feel, for whatever reason, out there. It doesn't feel Christmassy yet. Like I've gone inside. I went to Michael's, and they have all their Christmas stuff up, but they don't have the like the music going or the decorations in the store. So I'm lit up. And then it's warm outside. Oops. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to apply some more blue. We're gonna add the seasonings. Guys, look at how pretty that is. It's like an ocean blue. Yeah, good accent. Lost my parents in 24. Oh, Nebula, I'm so sorry to hear that. Isn't that a great shimmering blue? Okay. He's not dried yet. Okay, now we're gonna apply the silver. Hey, Whitwee, doesn't it? Yeah, there's something really special about. I love it this time at school, even if it's middle school. The kids, you could tell, are really mellowed out because of the holidays. They're not so amped up. Okay, and then we're gonna do a red hat. We're gonna do a red hat. The red hat's gonna look really pretty. Yeah, we're gonna do a chunky red. They are being nice. Nebula, I work with 7th graders this year. Kids that have learning disabilities. It's fun though. They're still babies. 7th graders are still babies. They don't like to admit it, but they're still babies. They act like, they don't act like kindergartners, but they're kindergartners. Scared. They don't know. They like to act like they're independent, but not yet. Guys, isn't that cute? Love it. Okay, we're gonna set this one aside to dry. And now we're gonna do the legs. Now we're gonna do the legs. He's coming out really good. He is being manifested into reality. Hey, Mike Silva, how's it going? Welcome back. We're gonna cut out the limbs. Doing really good. Thank you for asking. Hey, Victoria, welcome in. Doing really good for a Wednesday. 2 more days left of work. Then we get Thanksgiving break, which is much needed. The time off is really needed right now. All the employees were at each other's throats. One of the things that I have to do, so the kids get behind on their work, and you know, we've been at it already for 3 months, so we're all kind of comfortable. You know, we know who's turning in assignments, we know who needs support, but there's a couple that fall through the cracks. And so I got a call from an angry mom. She was not happy. 2 weeks ago, she had called and she had said, "Hey, my daughter is behind." We had a conversation. I said, "Oh, okay. Let me get everything ready, and then I'll call you in 2 weeks." I usually give them a 2-week timeline because to get all the assignments together, and then to have the student do them, and then talk to the teacher about grading it, takes a bit. And I completely dropped the ball on calling her back. So she called me on Monday. She goes, "I want to call a meeting." Because as a parent, you can call a meeting whenever, if you have a right to call a meeting whenever you want to. But at the same time, if it's a meeting that we can, if it's an official meeting that we don't have to get everybody together, then we try to avoid that. So, yeah, a lot of her assignments, I called her in, we were working on it. And she had one of them is virtual, it's in a Google Classroom. She brings it up, she opens it, I said, "Okay, let's do it." And she goes, "Oh, you know what? I did it already. I forgot to hit submit." I started laughing. Because she felt embarrassed. But I just was like, "Girl, you could do the work," because the parents get, yeah, the parents get they get scared. They're like, "Oh, they're gonna fail classes, blah blah blah." But she forgot to hit submit on, which was a major assignment, which I was kind of happy because then we didn't have to do it together. She had already completed it. So, but she's really good though. This is a really good parent. She was really nice though. Wasn't rude or anything like that. She's really concerned. So we got to give her that. All right, so we cut out the limbs. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut out, now that the elf has had time to dry. Right, Elizabeth? How many times have we forgotten to hit submit first thing in the morning? I can't hit submit until I've had my 2 cups of coffee in the morning. I had a really good laugh on that one. She's a sweet girl, though. She's really timid. She's really timid. She's really shy. You could tell that she gets overwhelmed right away with, her mom is she's got three siblings, and her mom's strict, but you could tell she gets overwhelmed with all the panic to lead up to a button that wasn't clicked. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So, she definitely needs it. She needs her instructions in chunks. Otherwise, she gets you. Okay. All right. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna glue this. We're gonna make these silver. And put silver on that one. I'm gonna do these ones really quick, guys. I want to be done by 8:30. Madonna Browntown, welcome in. Madonna Browntown, how's it going? How is the family? How are the kids? Everybody was not feeling well just recently. Shalise, we haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? We're dusting the last parts of our project for Project Wednesday. Busy and burnt out, yeah. It's that time of year. Nebulana, we've been here for a year. Some of us have been here for a year. We started last September, not this September, but last September. It's been an interesting story. I started with a goal. I had a goal and a dream January of 2024 that I wanted to reach 1,000 followers on TikTok so that I could get my live button. So I was posting like crazy. By September of 2024, I got my live button. And I thought, what am I going to do? I got to do something. What am I going to do for my lives? Mm-hmm. And then I've been in education for 18 years, and I had taught elementary first. And I used to love doing read alouds. And there was a guy that I follow. There's still a guy I follow on TikTok. His name is Vaunt Mayer. He's a piano player, and when he plays the piano at night, he gets a lot of followers that say, "Oh, this is great, relaxing music. I have a tough day today, a lot of anxiety, blah blah blah." And I thought that was special. He has a really good gift. And when I got my live button, I started reading 4 books a night, and we would do 2 lives a night. Mm-hmm. Oh, Elizabeth, thank you so much for the follow. And it's just grown. We didn't start doing projects until Thanksgiving when we put up the tree. This was our first ornament. Nebuluna, we have a whole history here. This was our first ornament that we ever did on our live was a bell. Let me find it. Well, it's in here somewhere. But one of the other things that we made too, so you're gonna see how upgraded we become. So we made last year we made a snowflake. And it's cute. It's cute, but we've upgraded a lot. I looked at the ornaments from last year and was like, we have to do a better job this year. So that's why we that's why we upgraded. No, but it's been a lot of fun. I love it. And we did January we did a theme. We've been switching the themes up. And a year ago I found so the interesting thing is though, yeah, this year was really good. The interesting thing about this live though is that I've always done right. I've always written I've written short stories over the last 10 years. And I'll get them edited. I'll pay for them to get them edited. And then but the inspiration of putting them together has never I haven't had anything and I've just been sitting on them for a while. And I thought, you know what, why not? Some of the people online were asking me in the lives if I was children's literature author. And I thought, no. I said no, but I was like, you know what, why not? So I revisited some of those stories that I had written and I turned one of them into a children's book, which is Joey King and the Fragile Figurine. This is the mock-up. We're currently working on the illustrations. And so it was the live group that inspired me to do it. So just out of doing this live, it's really released all of my creative energy. Okay, guys, what we're gonna start doing, we're gonna start applying the lens. Yeah, isn't it cool, Whitney? My live audience, my live viewers inspired me to write a children's book. So we're waiting on the final, illustrations to come. We hired a professional illustrator. Oh, thank you so much, Georgia Beach. If you look at some of my posts, recent posts, I've posted some of the illustrations that they're working on right now. So the book should be ready by next year, probably January, I'm thinking. So it's one of those things, if I did not start the live, I don't think I would have wrote that. I would have never thought of writing a children's book. But I've always loved children's book though. When I was an elementary teacher, hey Corey, welcome in. When I was an elementary teacher, that was always my favorite thing to do. Were the read alouds. Oh, here they are. That was always my favorite thing to do, were the read alouds. Always loved it. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. I appreciate that. Yeah. Definitely been a fun journey. All because of my TikTok live. The problem with using the actual glue is that it sticks. It stays wet for a long time. So we're trying to. Okay, let me put on the last limb. There we go. I want to show you guys. Mm-hmm. Oh, Woody Nebula Nut, very nice. You're very lucky. All right, there is our little elf. The finished product. So we're gonna set him aside just to dry a little bit. We're not gonna be able to assemble it just now because he's still a little bit wet. But here's your guys' little wreath. Mm-hmm. Sarah, yes, isn't it great? So it's gonna stand. Let me give you guys a little bit. That's gonna be your guys' little wreath. Aww! Isn't that the cutest? Your guys is gonna be so sweet. Yeah, that hat pops perfectly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that came out really good. We came out really good. Let me move his arms up a little. All right, guys, I'm gonna put this on the side and we're gonna let it dry. And then tomorrow, when it's dried, I'll show you guys the final product. But I gave you a little preview, but we can show you the little wreath. The wreath came out really pretty. What we did, for those of you who just joined us, we colored our brown wreath with acrylics. Painted it, glittered it with some pops of blue, some icy blue. We used some icy colored presents, some Christmas lights that we wrapped around it. And then look at how pretty that is. Very chunky, very, very silvery. Isn't that glorious? And then we're gonna put the little elf right in the middle. And then we will hang it on our live Christmas tree. I think what I'm gonna do is move some of these angels up to the side here, so that way we can see the newer ones. Because here's your guys' little flower that you guys made. Isn't that pretty? Cotton or fuzz to the elf's hat. Oh, as an accessory. Oh, Sarah, good idea. And we do have, I did buy some, yeah. Sarah, you read our mind. Should we put a red one on there, or a blue one, or a white one? I bought these because I wanted to use these for pops of color on the wreath. But since we got the little lights, maybe a blue one. Yes, we love a good pom-pom. We love a good, or maybe a white pom-pom. Because we do have a blue pom-pom. Yeah. We do have a blue one. We do have a blue one. That was a good touch. And since the glue is still wet, it's gonna stick. We're gonna put his little feet up like this, like he's jumping up and kicking. Isn't that fun, guys? He's gonna hang right in the middle there like that. We'll decorate. We'll color his face tomorrow, just so it's fun, so it's complete. Alrighty, friends. Thank you so much for another successful Project Wednesday on a Wednesday for Christmas. Yeah, it came out really good. Yes, definitely need to give him a name. Something with an elf to it. Thank you guys so much for the 26,000 likes. Really appreciate that. Thank you, Prince Hairflip, for those gifts that we set up earlier. For those of you who are on the East Coast and getting ready for bed, have yourselves a good night. If you're going to stay up with us, we're going to be back on again in 30 minutes for the West Coast feed so that we can do another Jambrette as well as a Project Wednesday decoration. Alrighty, friends, have yourselves a good night, and we will see you in 30 minutes. Have a good night, everyone.